Oh man, I did not want to make this video, but it must be done. What's hilarious is I didn't get to trade this account live once on this channel. My last video was of me getting funded, and the next video is me blowing it. Another thing that's crazy is I went 3.5 weeks perfect discipline trading my plan, and I traded the combine evaluation flawlessly. I got to the funded, took 2 disciplined trades, and then this third day I got a little bit undisciplined. I allowed myself 2 losses instead of my normal 1 loss, and then I just kept going with the undisciplined habits, and the day after I just totally blew all my rules out of the window and I crashed out. I'll show you guys this day first, where I first started to break my rules, and then I'm going to show you the live trades from this day as well. And yeah, I'll show you guys. Here was my first trade on that day. As you can see, my balance, I'm still up $500 on the account, so nothing was wrong yet. I went long out of a demand zone, and now I'm starting to realize most of my losers are on reversals out of zones like this. Especially without seeing a double bottom first or a reclaim of a major low. So I'm gonna avoid that setup in the future. But yeah, I was long, only $160 of risk, so this was all according to plan at this point. And yeah, the trade just never ended up working in my favor. Yep, so I got stopped out really quickly. It was like a minute trade. It didn't go in my favor once. My winning trades typically go in my favor right away. So I was already flustered, 2 losses in a row. In the combine, I went 12 trades winning in a row. And that's why I passed the account. I didn't have to deal with a losing trade because I just won every single trade. So I was pretty flustered. We were still in that demand zone, so I went long here. Yes, you could say this was a good trade, but my rule is that I take 1 trade a day, because after 1 trade I tend to crash out. So I should have walked away here. But yeah, I went long in this demand zone again, $180 of risk. So the risk was in my parameters, but the trade shouldn't have been taken anyways. Trade started to work, pushed up pretty hard here. I think I moved my stop loss to break even, just because I knew I was breaking my rules. But we did end up hitting a 3-to-1 on this trade, and I just didn't take profit. Alright, here we are hitting a 3-to-1, about $500 in profit, but I didn't take any off the trade, which I should have, not only because I was breaking my rules, but 3-to-1 is valid for me to take some contracts off the table. So we got a big rejection from that level. Trade was alright, kind of worked in my favor, but wasn't enough to take profit in my eyes at that moment. I was probably revenge trading, and I just wanted more profit. So yeah, ticked our break even, and we stopped out for $0. And this is where I should have walked away, because I already went against my plan of 1 trade a day. But yeah, I didn't walk away, and I was kind of rolling with that terrible habit, and I entered a long right away after I lost this trade, and we got flash liquidated. So here I locked out of my account. Good for that, I mean, but it was just too late. I was already down $350, which is more than double the risk which I allowed on this account, which was $150. And yeah, this was the end of this day, and I went into the next day with these very bad habits that I picked up from this day. So I started the day down 300 off some like complete gamble trade. Like I said, discipline is such a momentum thing. Either you're staying disciplined every day or you're undisciplined every day. It's kind of impossible to be undisciplined for a day and then just lock back in for a week, you know what I mean? Alright, so here's one of my first trades. I think we were at least in a demand zone, but I went long 10 contracts. I don't even think like I measured my risk to make sure it was a $150 stop. Like, I don't really think I cared at this point. I was just trying to make money back from all these losses. Wait, now that I'm looking at it, I didn't even put a stop loss on this trade. It's ridiculous. Alright, I guess I just closed the position. Manual stop loss. It was $150, so good for me. And then you see me raise my position size to 15 contracts for my next revenge trade. Man, going on tilt and then watching the replay of you going on tilt is hilarious. It's like there's no basis, there's no logic in any of your decisions. It's just complete recklessness. And I've noticed going on tilt is the one major difference between unprofitable and profitable traders is that they don't go on tilt, bro. They never go on tilt. You just can't go on tilt. It makes zero sense to do it. Yeah, so the two things that make you profitable are not going on tilt and waiting for your setups to come to you. Like, these are random setups. These are not my setups. Anyways, went long 15 contracts there randomly. Probably did not make a stop loss. So yeah, like I said, no stop loss. I just closed the position for like $250 loss, and I was ready to enter again. Like, this is insane. Yeah, so I'm down 850 on the day. So all I wanted to do was make some profit and leave and take a deep breath and just regret all of this. But the market did not let that happen. I did 15 contracts and was immediately down on my position. And yeah, I don't even have stop losses on these trades, I've noticed anymore. Like, I'm just closing the position out when it doesn't work. So yeah, I just got wrecked on that position. Immediately did not work. Yeah, and I'm just shredding money. There's $318 loss. Now I only have $300 of loss left. Here I am checking my P&L on the week. And yeah, I don't even know why I'm looking like I already know I'm cooked. Alright, so I guess here is another attempt. We're in the demand zone this whole time, so I'm really just looking for a reversal, even though we're trending straight down. But yeah, I'm just looking for a reversal. And yeah, I should just not be trading this much. This is over trading, revenge trading, going on tilt. This is all the bad habits of an undisciplined, unprofitable trader all in one day. So I was just getting chopped around in this one. I really thought this one might be a good trade, and I was planning to add to the next winning trade just to get out of my major hole. But yeah, anything I'm doing in this video is not what I'm going to do in the future, and it is not a part of my plan at all for how I plan to trade. So yeah, cool, up like $300, and maybe I could have taken that off the table and kept my account, but who's gonna do that when you're already this tilted, you know? So obviously that trade didn't work. We rejected again. Just keep trending down. Buyers keep getting sold into, and yeah, demand zone's not working. So I took out my last loss for $225, leaving me with $100 of drawdown, which is literally nothing. That's why I'm here just randomly re-entering, which is so funny, bro. I just like exit a trade and just re-enter immediately. Makes no sense. Anyways, this is the end. So yeah, at this point, I'm over my maximum loss limit. I'm just waiting for topstep to liquidate me, basically. Yep, there we go. Got liquidated there, and that was it, man. Like, this is a great example of how not to trade. If you've seen any of my other videos, this is not how I trade. This is just totally different. So I gotta go back to how I've been trading and never let this happen again. Topstep thankfully has some rules to make sure this never happens again. I'm gonna use the daily loss limit rule every single day that I trade from now on out. I see a lot of other people that I follow on YouTube using that rule, and it's been helping them out. So yeah, I'm interested in that, and I'm going to use that to avoid this situation in the future. Alright, so taking it back to the combine where I traded flawlessly, I only had one losing day, and I allowed that loser. I just left on that loser, and I didn't have any other losing days. I had 9 trading days, 8 were winning, and yeah, one was losing. So I can clearly handle one losing day. You saw in the last account, I handled one just fine. Second one, I crashed out, and the third one, I went tilt, full tilt, blew the account. So I can handle one losing day, but I can't handle two or three. It's ridiculous. It's something I really got to work on. But I clearly know how to trade. I have a strategy that works. It's my psychology holding me back from being profitable. So at least that feels good, that I know how to read a chart and I know how to predict movement. Of course, we're going to lock back in on a combine. I have some rules that I can implement with topstep, thankfully, to allow me to only take one trade a day and keep my maximum loss per day consistent day over day. So my maximum loss on this combine is going to be $300 only per day, and that's going to be a single trade if it loses. Hopefully you had a better week than me. Let me know how you traded below, and stay tuned and press that sub button if you want to see me trade my combine. Peace.